Under the golden haze of a fading afternoon, the ancient town of Bethany reveals its secrets amidst winding streets and weathered stone. This town, steeped in legends and whispered prayers, has long been a hallowed crossroads where mortal and divine meet. Recently, on the outskirts, archaeologists unearthed a tomb hidden beneath layers of time. The discovery stirred historical curiosity and ignited a sense of awe among the townspeople. Shadows of biblical narratives danced on walls of narrow alleys and ancient ruins, as if past centuries whispered long-forgotten tales. Locals exchanged stories of miracles and divine intervention, while a cool breeze carried echoes of ancient hymns through olive groves and cobbles. This collision of history and faith set the stage for a remarkable phenomenon that soon enveloped Bethany. Unexplainable healing events began to ripple through the community, challenging both reason and belief. As the town braced for what might be the unlocking of sacred mysteries, a mix of anticipation and uncertainty settled over every heart in Bethany, opening the door to a journey where the tangible past met whispers of divinity. This tale of rediscovery and wonder invites all who listen to embrace a world where history and miracle intertwine gracefully. Deep within the arid outskirts of Bethany, a group of dedicated archaeologists embarked on a delicate excavation near an ancient hillside. Beneath the weight of centuries, their brushes and trowels unveiled symbols etched in stone, each mark a silent echo from ages past. The tomb, hidden behind layers of collapsed soil and weathered rock, emerged as a somber relic, its entrance shadowed by mystery and age. Careful hands brushed away dirt to reveal inscriptions that hinted at long-forgotten rites and tales of divine encounters, suggesting a connection to revered biblical traditions. Every discovered artifact, from fragmented pottery to engraved tablets, deepened the sense that this was no ordinary burial site, but a portal to a sacred narrative. As the daylight softened, the site seemed to pulse with an otherworldly energy, as if the secrets of the tomb were waiting patiently to be told. Historians and scholars from distant lands traveled to Bethany to witness this fusion of myth and reality, each one awed by the palpable spirit of antiquity. The breeze carried murmurs of ancient prayers, intertwining with modern whispers of excitement. The collaborative effort of the excavation painted a picture of careful reverence and scientific inquiry, as every brushstroke of dust removed hinted at transformative discoveries. In the silence of the dig, the tomb became a beacon of potential miracles, a promise of revelations that could bridge the gap between earthly existence and divine destiny. With each measured step and deliberate uncovering, the excavation laid bare the profound tapestry of faith, history, and mystery that would soon impact the hearts and minds of all who lived in Bethany. Every carefully unearthed fragment served as a silent witness to the layered secrets of the past, urging those who uncovered them to question the boundaries of science and faith with wonder. Shortly after the tomb's exposure, Bethany was gripped by a phenomenon that defied conventional understanding. Across the town, ordinary citizens began to exhibit extraordinary healing, their ailments and wounds mended as if touched by an unseen force. Across gardens and marketplaces, where pain had once been accepted as part of life, individuals found themselves restored. With a sudden, almost magical swiftness, leaving friends and neighbors in disbelief. The healing was not confined to the physically infirm. Even those burdened by the scars of past misfortune experienced relief, prompting whispered rumors of a divine touch. Curiosity mingled with skepticism in the wake of these miracles, as the stories spread like wildfire, each account cloaked in mystery, yet brimming with hope. Some recounted visions of radiant light, while others observed a quiet, persistent glow emanating from the vicinity of the tomb, as though it were imbued with celestial energy. The air itself seemed to shimmer with promise, and the boundaries between natural healing and supernatural intervention blurred with every unfolding event. In quiet corners of Bethany, individuals who had long suffered in silence watched in wonder as chronic illnesses evaporated and injuries healed without the explanation of modern medicine. Doctors found their clinical explanations challenged by cases that defied typical diagnoses, leaving them both humbled and perplexed. The town's collective heartbeat quickened with anticipation, as each healing event wove itself into the fabric of Bethany's identity, transforming the ordinary into something sublime. The unusual occurrences, rooted in proximity to the ancient tomb, ignited conversations that danced between faith and rational inquiry, inviting every observer to ponder if the miracles were the work of a sacred force or an unforeseen consequence of awakening the past. Amidst the unfolding events, the community's fabric was rewoven with threads of renewed spirit, as every healed soul illuminated a shared belief in miracles. This unprecedented transformation made it impossible to ignore the magnetic pull of the tomb, setting in motion a series of events that would forever redefine the boundaries between mortality and the divine. Thus, Bethany's destiny was transformed under an ancient, sacred light of hope. Among the learned residents of Bethany, Dr. Elias emerged as a figure defined by both scientific intellect and a cautious heart. A renowned physician with years of experience, he found himself confronting mysteries that defied the conventional boundaries of medicine. His meticulously organized notes and careful examinations of his patients painted an unusual picture, one where sudden recoveries and inexplicable cures challenged established medical doctrine. Drawn to the healing phenomenon by both professional duty and personal intrigue, Dr. Elias embarked on a journey of observation and analysis. He visited each affected home and clinic, gathering detailed records of symptoms that resolved overnight, and his own skepticism began to wrestle with the encroaching evidence of the miraculous. Often at dusk, as the town settled into quiet reflection, he would stand outside, eyes fixed on the horizon, attempting to reconcile what his scientific mind demanded with what his senses could not ignore. The quiet persistence of the healed, the palpable energy that seemed to radiate from the very air around Bethany, urged him to question whether the natural laws he trusted were being rewritten. With every unexplained case, Dr. Elias's doubts grew into a respectful uncertainty, prompting him to consult with local historians and even the dedicated archaeologists who had uncovered the tomb. Though the contradiction between reason and wonder unsettled him, the doctor's journey was marked by a sincere desire to understand the true nature of these events. In the process, he discovered a deeper, more nuanced world where faith and science did not simply collide, but sometimes intertwined in unexpected harmony. Casting new light on the ancient mysteries that had fallen upon his community, Dr. Elias's relentless pursuit of understanding gradually softened his skepticism, as every anomalous miracle invited him to see science and faith united by an enigmatic truth profoundly. Miriam, a dedicated archaeologist with a steadfast faith, approached the excavation with a heart full of reverence and wonder. Her days were spent meticulously unearthing artifacts, each discovery deepening her belief that the tomb held more than historical significance. To her, every shard of pottery and weathered inscription was a testament to divine influence on human history. With each careful brushstroke, she felt as though she was peeling back layers of time to reveal a sacred narrative, written by unseen hands. As she worked among the ruins, Miriam experienced quiet moments of revelation, where the blend of scholarly precision and heartfelt spirituality made her mission profoundly personal. Interactions with local elders and religious figures further solidified her impression that the tomb was a gift from a higher power, destined to rekindle the light of ancient miracles. In a modern world, amidst the scientific rigor demanded by her craft, she found solace in the belief that faith could illuminate even the darkest corners of history. Every artifact uncovered was more than just an object. It was a symbol, an embodiment of a divine mystery waiting to be understood. For Miriam, the excavation was a pilgrimage. Each discovery a step further along a path that intertwined her academic pursuits with a transcendent vision of the miraculous. In her eyes, history was not a dry record of the past, but a living, breathing testament to the power of faith and the infinite possibilities it could bestow upon humankind. Her legacy shone with eternal promise. At the crescendo of the unfolding events, the paths of Dr. Elias and Miriam converged, weaving together a tapestry of investigation, faith, and wonder. Under the watchful eye of Bethany's ancient skies, their separate quests merged into a unified search for truth, a truth hinted at by both scientific observation and the silent testimony of the tomb. As relics and miraculous stories intermingled, the town found itself at a crossroads where reason met revelation, and every restored life added to an ever-growing narrative of hope. With cautious collaboration, the skeptical doctor and the devoted archaeologist piece together clues from history and personal experience, their journey punctuated by moments of intense discovery. In the vibrant interplay of light and shadow cast by the tomb's mysteries, evidence surfaced that defied simple explanation. Unseen forces appeared to converge around the healing events, prompting both the scientist and the believer to question if the phenomenon was a carefully staged act of divine providence or a natural wonder awakened from slumber. Their combined efforts revealed that the miracles, whether signposts of heaven or reminders of nature's resilient secrets, served as invitations to explore the profound intersection of faith and reason. As the final pieces of evidence were laid bare, the town of Bethany stood on the threshold of a paradigm shift, where every healed soul and every uncovered relic whispered of a deeper truth. In this pivotal moment, the journey itself became a testament to the enduring human quest for understanding, leaving the final chapter of this story open to interpretation and the promise of future revelations. Ultimately, the convergence of science and faith in Bethany created a legacy that transcends time, inviting every observer to continuously seek the mysteries hidden in the annals of history and the miracles that echo in the present with wonder.